I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am fertile. My fertility goddess.
Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses. Welcome to your December pick a card reading. This is going to be, will you conceive during the month of December 2025? Or will you be getting your positive test this month, right? Is December magical for you? Will you be getting that beautiful BFP by Christmas this year? My name is Janessa, and I am a spirit baby medium and a fertility psychic. And I am so happy that your spirit baby led you to this video. A lot of times, mommies will reach out and they will like comment in our comment section and they'll say, I don't know why I'm here because I'm not trying to conceive, or sometimes it's even the grandmother, and they're like, I have no idea why I'm here. Well, I'm here to tell you that your spirit baby led you here for a reason. Your spirit team led you here for a reason, whether it's for you to share with someone else or it's meant for you to pick up messages for yourself, whether it's for now or for your near future, okay? But there's a reason you're here, and I'm so happy that you are. Make sure you join the family officially by subscribing to the channel. We would love to have you come back over and over again, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I drop videos, because I do have a few more to share with you this month about the month of December, and then also about the new year, and then some other things in between. So I'm really excited. This is such an exciting time because it is the end of the year. And this is a question that I feel like is on a lot of our minds right now. Like we are in the last month of the year, which is crazy. I'm recording this on December 2nd. And we just want to know, are we going to end this year with a BFP? Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into your messages. We have three different piles here: pile one, pile two, and pile number three. Okay, so pile number one has this, I think it's like an aura crystal. It's iridescent, like an iridescent crystal. I don't know if it's an aura quartz. I kind of feel like it may be a little, maybe something different, but I'm gonna call it an aura quartz, AURA, and it's like an iridescent purple, pink, green. Even has some green fairy, like a little fairy crystal. I'm hearing fairy tooth. Interesting. Tooth fairy. Maybe that's significant to somebody. The tooth fairy, if you have children already or children around you, someone could have been talking about going to the tooth fairy, or going to the tooth fairy. Um, waiting for the tooth fairy, or excited about the tooth fairy, okay? And that could be significant. Maybe even a movie. The movie Epic comes to mind. I think, is it Epic? No, Rise of the Guardians. Epic is another movie too with like fairies. But Rise of the Guardians, I think that's the name of it. Like it's a Christmas movie or holiday time movie, and there is a tooth fairy in there. Baby Tooth is coming to mind actually. We have pile number two, which is lepidolite. Okay, so lepidolite for pile number two. Oh, sorry guys, I know it's not focusing very well. It's a very beautiful stone. It has pink, purple, black, and white on it. It's a tumbled stone, and it's one of the largest ones here, so that could be significant for you. And then we have our rose quartz crystal, which has some doggy hair on it. So that could be significant. Maybe you have a fur baby, or maybe you've been really attracted to rose quartz crystal recently. And this one kind of looks like one of those little dolls, that the stacking dolls, if you know, you know, where you like put the smaller doll inside the larger doll, and then that doll inside the larger doll, and then that doll inside the larger doll. So that could be significant. Russian dolls, I think they're called Russian dolls, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so be reminded of that. So that could be relevant for you. Russia could also be significant to you as well. Okay, for pile number three, if you're thinking about that and that resonates, that could definitely be confirmation for you. Okay, all right, we're gonna dive right in, you guys. The timestamps are down below in the description box as always, as well as in the comment section, and I'll see you in your pile. Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number one. Welcome to your BFP reading. That's just what I'm going to call this, because that's exactly what we want to know. Will you be getting your BFP by the end of this year, by the end of December, okay, or within the month of December? And Of course, this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates for you. Everything will not resonate for everybody, but I really hope that there are some messages here for you. I believe that you are here for that reason, to gather what is meant for you, okay? Whether it's advice to help you when it comes to conceiving this month so that you do get your BFP, or it's in regards to you just finding out the answer, right? Yes or no, okay? This is actually the card that's going to tell us yes or no. So I'm going to put this to the side while I dive into a few other energies here, and including or starting with what you're moving away from. Okay, so I am curious to see, like, for pile number one, like, what is it that they are moving away from at this time when it comes to their journey to baby? Like, what are they moving away from? And then I want to see what you are heading towards. Okay, so what you're leaving behind and what you are gathering, basically, is what I'm feeling here. So, pile number one, Spirit, what are they leaving behind? What are they leaving behind when it comes to their journey to baby? The Judgment. Ooh, I feel like that's actually really literal. You have definitely gone through a huge transformation, Paul number one. I do feel like with the Judgment energy, there has been like some awakening or some sort of awareness that you have been given over. I'm hearing like over the last 2 weeks. This could be very recent for you, where you may have like literally left some form of judgment behind, whether you were judging yourself, judging your partner, judging your body, like looking at your journey in a specific way that may have been degrading, is what I'm hearing, or that may have been like really heavy for you to carry. And I'm feeling like you left that behind. Like there is a part of your journey that you were like, I cannot take this with me. I cannot move forward. I cannot step into this new version of myself, which is the pregnant version of myself, the happily pregnant version of myself, the mother version of myself, if I continue to carry around this burden. So I see that you're leaving that behind. I see that with the Judgment energy here, this is really about reviewing the past and coming to like some realization or gaining some sense of awakening, right, from the divine, usually the divine stepping in and helping us see clarity or clearly, right, like receiving clarity and seeing things clearly. These two cards also were sticking out, so I do want to see what they are. Wow, look at how powerful that is, you guys. And the fact that they were sticking out and I like pulled them, and the fact that I pulled them in that way was no coincidence, because it literally made the queens go back to back, right? Like I could have pulled this one first and this one where they were looking at each other, but no, there is like, you guys are, I'm hearing like, there is some part of you that has come to the realization that it's okay for you to be in your Queen of Cups energy. I'm hearing not even it's okay, but your Queen of Cups and your Queen of Swords energy can both live under one roof. Like that's what I'm hearing. There's peace with the Four of Swords here. It is possible for you to experience peace of mind, okay, peace of body, peace of spirit, okay, and still have the knowledge, the education, the understanding. Usually I feel like this is from experience based for you. You may have done some research. There could have been some reading of books, or maybe you've been connecting with a doctor and you've been learning more about your body. You've been connecting with an herbalist and learning more about your body. Okay, but this side of you is no longer going to overrun this side of you. Like I feel like I'm speaking to goddesses here who has had either the Queen of Cups running the show, which is like your intuitive side, your nudges, right? Just being very spontaneous, just doing things just to do things without the proper knowledge backing it up, or the proper understanding of what truly, what your body truly needs and what it truly takes to conceive, right? This is like the education. This is like the understanding of your cycle, the understanding of when you're ovulating, the understanding of the sperm meeting the egg and the process of that, the understanding of, healthy sperm, right? That it's not just about the egg, but it's about the sperm too. Like some of you guys didn't have that knowledge, but along the journey you've learned. Along the journey you've joined groups, you've followed social media pages, you've read books, there's like things that I feel like you have educated yourself upon or just learned through experience of being on the journey that your intuitive self can now use as fuel. I hope that makes sense. So it's like now we're being very intuitive about our journey, but we're also taking the knowledge and letting that like back us up, right? And vice versa, right? We have the knowledge on something and it's like, I know, For example, it's like, I know that I'm in my fertile window. I know that this is the ideal time for me to baby dance and conceive, right? But intuitively, let me check in with myself and let me, ask my body, like, are you in the mood right now, right? Like, how are you feeling? Are you hurting? Do you need to rest? What is it? What's going on here? So there's like a balance between the two goddesses that live within you, right? The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. And I feel like this is kind of, to me, this is like what you're stepping into, to be honest. Not necessarily, I'm going to put this here because I feel like this is why it didn't come out, because this is what you're stepping into versus this is what you're leaving behind. What you're leaving behind is the judgment that it had to be one or the other, the understanding that it had to be one or the other, that one was more powerful than the other, that all doctors, like, it's almost like when you have that belief that all doctors don't know what they're talking about, right? So there's like this part of you that's kind of like going against the grain when it comes to doctors' advice, or when it comes to like trusting what they're telling you, and you lean heavily on your cup. You lean heavily on your cup, and by you doing that, you're like draining yourself, right? I hope this is making sense. And then it's like the other way around. It's like, if you don't trust yourself, if you don't trust your intuition, and you heavily lean on everything that you're being told from external sources, like, your internal self is like, why am I even talking? Why am I even trying to speak right now? Because you're not even listening to me, right? So you're moving into a space where you're balancing and living in both of these bodies here and experiencing peace, okay? Peace of mind, peace of within the physical body, okay, peace of over the heart. We have the Knight of Cups as well, so emotional peace as well, okay. And this is such a beautiful energy. I'm hearing someone say, finally, okay. So there's rest here. You're moving into a space of rest, whether you are trying to conceive this month or you're not trying to conceive this month. I feel like you're leaving chaos behind, leaving that deeper, like, trying to figure it out behind, and you're moving into a space of rest and peace, which is beautiful. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So let me see. I kind of want, let's see, anything else that I want to dive into, Spirit, before we get into the answer. This may be a really short reading, guys, because I really just wanted to know, like, what you're leaving behind, what you're stepping into, and then when you conceive this month. Okay. So now that I have that, I'm gonna push this to the side over here. Okay, and we're gonna start, and we're gonna flip this card over. So we have the Devil energy. Okay, so I don't feel like pregnancy is going to happen this month for you, but let me pull a couple more cards, because part of me is saying maybe. Okay, let me see here. I love it. So the Devil card says, reclaim your power. Let me see if I can pick it up. It says, reclaim your power. Okay, let go of fear and embrace a sense of empowerment as you work towards conception. So I definitely feel like, that's exactly what you're doing this month. I feel like the month of December is full of you reclaiming your power, you letting go of fear, you embracing and understanding. I'm hearing the serenity prayer, actually, which is something that has come to me recently, which is about understanding, the difference between what you can control and what you can't control, right? And having the wisdom to make the changes necessary, right? And also having the wisdom to be able to accept, right? Emotionally be able to accept the things that you cannot change. And that's kind of what this is here. It's like, you're understanding, like, what it is that you need to, you're moving into a space where you're understanding something, you're understanding what you, how do I explain this, Spirit? It's like, what I'm hearing is, and what I'm seeing, because I'm seeing this as well, I'm seeing somebody like sitting on the edge of their bed, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, it's like an aha moment that you're gaining. And it only comes from the wisdom that you have within you. It only comes from, like, a combination of, like, your experience in your journey, maybe something you read online or in a book, and then what you have, the wisdom that you've gained from that experience, from cycle after cycle after cycle. And you're like, oh my gosh, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to change. I know what I need to implement. I know what I need to take away. It's like there's like this understanding here, because that's the wisdom, right? That's God giving you the ability to understand the wisdom, or understand yeah, the wisdom that you have, that you already possess, that can make the changes that are necessary for you to conceive. And then you have the on the other side, God also letting you see the things that you cannot change, right? But giving you the peace of accepting that you can't change those things, right? Those are just things that have happened, especially the things in the past. And I feel like that's what you're letting go of. Like I said, you're letting go of those heavy burdened energies, those devil like energies, right? Where you have felt obsessed, or you felt like you were trapped by the desire to conceive. You felt like, you were stuck in these negative patterns, and you were looking for quick fixes and trying to get pregnant quickly. And instead you're like, no, let me focus on these healthy, sustainable approaches, things that are really going to pour into both of my cups here, my emotional cup and my mental cup. Okay. um, Spirit, for pile number one, will they be getting a positive pregnancy test during the month of December 2025? Okay, Page of Swords. And let's get one more. The Fool. Okay. So I don't see pregnancy happening in the month of December for you guys, but I do kind of feel like this is for the majority. The Page of Swords and the Devil card is definitely a no, okay? But with the Fool energy here, okay, I do see that you are embarking on a brand new chapter in your journey to baby, which definitely makes me feel like this new chapter involves you getting closer to conceiving. I do feel like the reason why I was like, I wanted to pull more cards was because the Devil card is actually Capricorn season, and Capricorn season is December, January energy. So for some of you guys, you are going to conceive, okay, during like maybe end of December, maybe getting your positive test after Christmas potentially, okay, but the end of December through February is going to play a really big role, because the Fool card represents Aquarius season as well, okay, which is January, February. So I do feel like December through February is really big for this pile, okay. Aquarius season, you could also be an Aquarius, you may be a Scorpio, Capricorn, anything else, Libra energy, okay, you could be Libra as well, maybe even Cancer, okay. Those could be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs, or that of your partner. Really, really feeling strong from mommy though, like, or whoever's watching here, like that may be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. But this is what I have for you, pile number one, okay. If you feel drawn to another pile, definitely check it out. I hope you were able to take something from this, and if you do get your positive pregnancy test, definitely share it with us down below in the comment section. We'd love to know, okay. Once again, I'm not counting everybody out, because I do see Capricorn energy, so there is a possible few of you guys may get some good news in the month of December, okay. So I'm sending you so much love, light, and of course baby dust, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number two. Welcome to your December Will I Get a Positive Pregnancy Test reading. Okay, I am so excited. We're going to see if you're going to be receiving your BFP by Christmas. How exciting. Now, if you chose the lepidolite, okay, stone, this is indeed your pile. This is actually your answer, your yes or no. So we're going to put this off to the side. And before we dive into that, I want to use my tarot deck to get some energy messages. We're going to dive into messages surrounding what you're leaving behind and what you are stepping into at this time in your journey to baby. Okay, so let's see what we have here coming through as far as pile number two in their fertility journey. Spirit, what are they leaving behind in their fertility journey? Ooh, the Emperor. Interesting. Okay, so the Emperor is a father energy. I'm getting a couple of messages here. Bottom of the deck, what do we have? The Lovers. Well, that was very clear. So there was some sort of uncertainty that you were experiencing in your relationship with your partner. This could be most likely this is your lover. Okay, we have the lovers here, the person that you are wanting to conceive a baby with, or this could be a donor even. Okay, if you are a single parent by choice, or if you are in a same-sex relationship, this could be the donor or the surrogate if you're using a surrogate. But there was some sort of like uncertainty. You weren't really sure about, you know, I don't know, just feel like rockiness here. There may have been some heartache. We have the Three of Swords, maybe even a third party situation with the Three of Pentacles here. Three of Pentacles is more so like working things out, not really a third party, but there is like a lot of three energy here, which means that there could have been some other energy um, present in your relationship. And I feel like we're leaving that behind. Either the person, okay, the father, or the potential, like your ex partner. You may have recently got into decided that you're going to split with your person. Okay, so that could be the case. Maybe you're looking for a new donor, a new surrogate, or this is like you guys leaving an aspect of your relationship behind, and that part being the uncertainty. Now, the other thing that I'm hearing too, since we are really focusing on the father, even on the moon card, every time I look at the moon card and I'm talking about fertility, this looks like sperm to me, to be honest. So there may have been like maybe your partner was having a um being, because I was getting like this stubborn energy when I first saw the Aries card, and I was like, or not the Aries. I mean, it is Aries energy. Maybe that's significant. You're an Aries, or your partner is an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But I was getting some sort of like standstill energy, some sort of like stubborn energy here, right? And I felt like that was what was being left behind too, which is why I was like, I feel like there's a couple of things. And this could be something surrounding you. This may be something surrounding your partner. And with the lovers being here, the moon energy being here, and not looking like sperm to me, it could very well be that maybe your partner was a bit like high and mighty on his throne, and wasn't very open to like, um, trying to conceive things like you are, right? Like a lot of times the focus is on the mother, and maybe your partner was having a hard time coming around and taking the vitamins consistently, or drinking teas, or taking your suggestions, whatever they were, right? Maybe he was unsure about them. Maybe he was like, I have children already, or I've never had a problem with this, or I'm good. Like sometimes there's like this complex that I don't want to say God complex, but sometimes there's this understanding um, of the other person, of the partner, where he believes that he's not it's not 50-50 up in here, and it is. Okay, like it takes both um sperm and egg to make this baby, and we need both to be healthy. So it's either that he may have been unsure about what he needed to do to have the healthiest, best sperm or body energy. Maybe vitality could have been even something that was taking a hit, right? I'm getting even like, it doesn't, age has nothing to do with it. It's more so just like energy levels, maybe overfilling, overdrained from other areas. I'm not really sure how it would be there's just a lot of unknown energy here. Like, he could have been thinking like, are we ready for it to add another kid to our family? Do we have the I don't even feel finances here, but this could be something else too. Like, do we have the finances to support this family, this growing family? He may have even been questioning, like looking out the side of his eye here, like questioning, like, is it me? Like, am I the reason why we haven't conceived yet? But yet doesn't want to go get testing done, because there's that ego in the way, right? But I feel like this is what's being left behind. I feel like someone is healing here, okay? The Three of Swords. Whether it's because this is how he was feeling and he pushed past that and went and got tested and realized that, hey, there is something that I could do to, have a healthier, stronger body. Or maybe he didn't get tested, but he's just like, hey, this is what I'm going to do to contribute to our TTC journey, right? But there is some form of healing that is happening with this Three of Swords energy. I do see that. And I feel like this is what you're moving into or moving towards. excuse me, which I will pull some more cards for, but the Three of Pentacles, like I said, it is a card of working together. It is a card of coming together. So I do feel like, you're moving away from this, like, separation or unsurety energy that may have been like revolving or circling your relationship surrounding your journey to baby, or another area, another subject in your relationship, and or in your partnership, and you guys are coming together. You guys are becoming, I'm hearing becoming one, or you're getting closer. And when it comes to your understanding, you're on the same page. Okay, so I'm hearing, I'm hearing "Turn the Page," the song "Turn the Page" by Bobby Valentino. So that could be significant. Bobby could be significant, like the name. Robert, maybe this a significant name. Okay, Valentino. Okay, could be significant. But or turn the page. Okay, I also feel like just with that song coming through, like turn the page is also talking about, on that song he's saying like we don't have to turn the page, but I feel like you guys are turning the page. I feel like you guys are rewriting your story. You're choosing to, write a brand new story here together, one that involves both of you, right? You're eating healthier, he's eating healthier. You're taking your supplements, he's taking his supplements. You're working out, he's working out, right? You guys come up with this routine that works best for you individually, but in together it like is going to help when it comes to your fertility journey. Okay, so I do see that. But Spirit, what are they moving towards? Okay, yeah, something is done and over with. Something is done and over with. Take all of these, Spirit. Okay, so we have the Strength card, the Page of Cups, the Magician, and the Five of Wands. Wow. And the Six of Wands. I love it. I love this energy that you're moving towards. Okay, 10 of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. What is beneath that? And the Devil energy. Okay, so I feel like the 10 of Wands and the Devil, that is like, 10 of Wands is like carrying too much, right? And man, this is all giving ego. This is all giving like, I'm afraid to let this go. I'm afraid to, like, I can handle it. Like, that's what I'm hearing. Like, I can handle it. I got this. But indeed, you did not. Okay. Whether it was you, your partner, or both of you, it became too much. Something became overwhelming for you. And Spirit is just emphasizing, this new phase that you're stepping into here with the Strength card. You're understanding, or your partner is understanding. I like this. I'm hearing you're gaining a new definition of what it means to be strong. Okay. And that's exactly what I was talking about the Emperor energy. The Emperor energy is a beautiful energy. It represents like leadership and, being the king and taking control, and but not in a egotistical way, but it does have that side to it sometimes, and it can, right? You can get, your head can get really big, right? You can have a swole head, and then get yourself in trouble, right? And because you start missing the clues, you start not paying attention to your partner, or or even your own body, and you start getting yourself into like this phase of like, what the heck just happened? Where am I, right? How did I get here? And I feel like, you're understanding, or your partner is understanding a different, gaining a new perspective or new definition, right, of strength, is what I heard, of what it means to be strong. And this Strength card here is equivalent to this Emperor, is what I'm hearing, just on a different level. This is more of an internal strength. This is more of a like taming your inner lion, right? So that you can move accordingly. Because of course there are going to be things that you don't like in this lifetime. There are going to be things that along your journey you're like, why is this happening? I don't like it. I disagree with it. I feel conflicted about it, right? But it's about what you do with that feeling. It's about what you and how you respond to that information, not react, right? And I feel like what's happening here is there is more communication within your relationship. I feel like you guys are pulling out all the all the tools from the toolbox. The Magician energy is like, we have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So it's like, Ace of Swords, what do we need to do? We need to communicate more. Cool, we got the Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands, what do we need to do? We need to take more action. We got the Ace of Wands. What do we need to do? We need to like build a stronger foundation. Cool, we got some more bricks. Let's get the Ace of Pentacles, right? What do you need? Do you need like more emotional attention? Do you need me to like, tune in emotionally? Like, cool, I got it. We got the Ace of Cups, right? There's like all these different ways to fulfill your relationship and also bring you guys into this space of achievement, victory. Six of Wands energy. I feel like whatever conflict you may have had, or maybe your partner may have had internally, like there's like this internal battle that you guys have been going through silently, either you or your partner. And I feel like beforehand, it may have been like showing up as confusions, showing up as an unsurety, like uncertainty, I'm sorry, and unsurety too, like just I don't even know if it's the word, but like just not knowing, like, is this really what's meant for us? Like I can relate, like, when you start feeling like it's you, right? It's not them, it's you. And let me explain a little bit. It's more so of like when you start feeling this internal conflict within yourself, you start questioning things, whether it's about your journey to baby, your relationship, your career, your finances, the way you feel about or look, or the way you look, right? The way you feel about yourself, whatever it is, right? It starts with you. It starts internally, and then it starts to shift external, right? You start to look at your surrounding and spaces and places and people, and you start to say, well, do they see what I see? Are they feeling what I feel? And a lot of times they don't, right? Because there's no communication being had. There's, maybe little hints being dropped, but no like sit down like, hey, this is what I truly feel. And sometimes that is being happening, but the other person is not, doesn't know the severity of the situation, or they don't care, right? That's when you see their true blue, right? But it always starts internal first. And I feel like either you or your partner was going through an internal battle that you have slayed, okay? Or you're moving into a space where you're slaying it, or they're slaying it, okay? And this is letting them get back on top. Like the Six of Wands energy, I feel like is also equivalent to the Emperor energy. It is a fiery energy. It is one of like, look at me, I'm in the spotlight, I've got this, I can handle this. But he's only carrying one wand. Everyone else is carrying the wands around him, helping him with the task that he needs to complete. Therefore, he's like, I'm gonna take all of these wands that were, causing conflict, internal conflict for me, and I'm going to delegate. I'm going to be the leader. I'm going to say, I'm gonna drop this off. I'm gonna let go of this burden. I'm gonna let go of this burden. I'm gonna let go of this burden, right? Because it no longer serves me. It doesn't make me feel happy. It doesn't make me feel satisfied. It's not helping my body. It's not helping my mind. It's not helping my emotions. Like, and I need to let it go. And I feel like you guys are slaying the dragon. Like, this is what it feels like here. And in turn, that is going to help you guys, all of those questions that you had about like, is this the father of my child, right? Or are we going to be able to make it through this, because this journey has been trying for our relationship. Does he even want to have a kid, right? Or am I forcing this on him? All those questions of uncertainty, I feel like are going to receive answers. Things are going to get clear for you. And I feel like the answers that you receive will be surprisingly positive, okay? With the Page of Cups here, I feel like, by you understanding a different version or receiving a different version of what it means to be strong, it's like, strength means expressing your emotions, right? To be strong is to be vulnerable, is what I'm hearing. To be strong is to say, hey, you know what? I actually really don't think it's okay that I'm the only one, putting in for this baby, right? I'm the one getting poked and prodded. I'm the one, having to take the medicine. I'm the one stressing out about when it's time to baby dance. I'm the one. And your partner may be like, what? I'm doing stuff too. So there's the confusion right there, because this whole time when you're questioning these, asking these questions, your partner is thinking the whole time, like, I've been doing that, right? Like, I've been doing that. I'm helping. I'm doing the best that I can. Meanwhile, you're like, he's not doing nothing, right? So there's like this miscommunication here, which is why I was talking about the magician. It's like, whatever, when I have chills. So it's like whatever you have been missing in your relationship, it is being brought to you. It is being shown to you. You are choosing to be vulnerable. You are choosing to, instead of holding it in, be like, you know what, or being upset and stop talking to them and, cutting them off and blocking them and all that. You are choosing to be like, you know what, we need to have a sit down, right? Or I really need to talk to you and I really need you to listen because this is really important for me, right? Like, you are choosing to be vulnerable in whatever way that is for you. For everyone it won't be communication, but that's what I'm hearing at this time. Maybe it is communication, okay? And then you could finally move beyond this point and stop repeating the same questions and the same energy over and over and over and over and over. Okay, so that's really beautiful. I hope that you guys are excited for that, because I'm excited for you, and in that mending of your relationship. And you guys can work together to welcome this baby Earthside, okay, which is exactly what your spirit baby wants. So I feel like some of you guys have a baby girl around you that's like really been helping, bring this healing in. But some of you guys have twins, okay? Twins are two babies, boy and a girl. But yeah, so let's dive into your answer. Are you going to conceive this month? Okay, in December 2025. What do we have here? The Ten of Cups. Okay, I love that. It says joyful outcome, family gathering and support. Keep pushing forward. The changes you have made are positively impacting your health, lifestyle, diet, etc. So definitely, I feel like, like I said, through the conversations that you have, or you guys even, maybe your partner has been focusing on trying to get himself back together because he has fallen apart over this year, right? Or maybe you have been falling apart this year, so you're like trying to get yourself back together, and you guys need to talk about a different type of strategy, new plan, a new way of doing things, right? A new way of getting support, a new way of supporting each other, because what worked like 10 months ago is not going to work today. Okay. So, I do feel like that's something that you guys are going to discuss or come up to like, a conclusion about. But once again, somebody has to take that first step. Somebody has to be vulnerable. Somebody has to like express themselves. So let it be you. It says feelings of happiness and completion within the family unit, bliss at last. Celebrate your achievements. You've worked hard to get here. You will have the happy family you've dreamt of. Okay. And that's such a beautiful outcome energy. Just looking at this card, I do feel like you guys are going to get a positive pregnancy test in the month of December. But I do want to pull for a few more just to see what we have as the overall energy spirit for pile number 2. Will they be getting a positive test in the month of December, or conceiving during the month of December 2025? Let's see what we have here. Ten of Swords, interesting, 10-10, okay. And let's get one more spirit for pile number 2, and the Devil energy. Okay, so with those two cards, with the other card, I mean, it's showing me a no, okay, with those two, with the Devil and the Ten of Swords, because those are not conception cards. But with that Ten of Cups, though, I do feel like there is like such a beautiful outcome to come. I do feel like a few of you guys are going to test positive for pregnancy in the month of December, especially with the Capricorn energy being here. Let me pull one more spirit. Will they be conceiving in the month of December 2025? Okay, Page of Swords. No. Okay, so overall, as a large collective, I'm not seeing it as a large collective, but I do feel like a few of you may. Now, for those of you guys that I think will be conceiving in the month of December, I do feel like my Aries goddesses, my Geminis, and my Pisces goddesses, maybe even Leo, okay? Those are the energies that I'm seeing here, are the zodiac signs that I feel maybe conceiving in December or getting a positive pregnancy test in December, okay? But overall, I am not seeing that. Now, do I feel like you guys are going to have a baby? Do I feel like you are going to have the happy family life that you've dreamt of? Absolutely. Okay, we got that on the first card, even if it's not in the month of December. Okay, let me see if there is a time frame that Spirit wants to give me for the overall energy for pile number 2, Spirit, for their conception time frame. That was quick. What do we have? So we have the Knight of Swords energy. Okay, so I am seeing Gemini energy to be really strong for this pile too. So even if you're not a Gemini season may be significant for conception, which is May, June. Okay, so that is what I have for you, beautiful goddess. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed these messages. I hope that they help support you along your journey to baby, and continue to remain positive, continue to expect positive outcomes. Okay, even if it's not in this month. Okay, I'm not counting you out, but even if it's not this month, you guys, okay, know that your baby is coming, or babies for some of you. We even have 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. Okay, what else did I grab? Page of Pentacles. Someone's definitely having a baby girl, and some of you guys are having twins. Okay, so definitely seeing that for you, or 2 babies. But yeah, I'll leave it here. If you were drawn to any other pile, definitely check it out. If not, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number 3. If you chose, actually, we can keep that there. If you chose this beautiful rose quartz crystal, then this is indeed your pile. I'm actually going to put your card off to the side. This is going to be your yes or no answer for whether you will be getting your positive pregnancy test during the month of December 2025. Okay. Please know this is a collective reading, so every message will not resonate with you. And then, of course, since these are collective, please take it with a grain of salt, okay? The yes or no answer, as some of you guys may be conceiving, but you're getting a no, okay? No in the pile, and some of you guys may not, but you get a yes, okay? So just keep that in mind. If you would like a personal reading, I do have certain options available before the end of this year. Make sure you check them out in the description box down below, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. You guys actually got 2 of these cards, okay? The only pile to get 2. Pile 3 usually is like my special pile. But you guys got 2 cards, so we're gonna just let them be together here. And I'm gonna go ahead and dive into what you are moving away from this month and what you're stepping into in your journey to baby in the month of December 2025, okay? Oh, excuse me. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you for pile number 3, Spirit. What are they leaving behind or moving away from when it comes to their journey to baby in December 2025? Knight of Wands and the High Priestess. Interesting. Okay, so I kind of feel like these are opposite. Spirit, where are they moving towards? Because I feel like that High Priestess energy may be what you're moving towards. Ah, interesting. Let's get one more. The Eight of Wands. Okay, I like it. So I kind of feel like like I said, the High Priestess is an energy that you may be moving towards, as well as like the Emperor and the Eight of Wands, okay? But let me tune in to see what this Knight of Wands and this High Priestess is really telling me. The Knight of Wands, immediately, what I was getting from that was I felt like somebody may have been like really trying to rush things, like not really rush maybe pregnancy, but just rushing things, like have to get pregnant by a certain age, or I really want to get pregnant this month, or it's my dream to get pregnant in the holiday time, so let me hurry up and get pregnant. Like there's some sort of like rush energy that I feel like you're moving away from, and you're settling into like this High Priestess energy. But since they came out together, let me see what they may be talking about. So I feel like what you're moving away from at this time is there was something with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the person that she is the one with the answers, okay? And I feel like someone here may have been trying to I keep hearing charge for the answers, charge for the answers. So maybe you were getting, this could literally be like you were getting a lot of fertility readings. You were trying to like figure out the when, the how, right? The when and the how, the when and the how, the when and the how. Trying to charge through the veil, trying to get to the other side, right? And with a quick, fast, and a rush, right? Energy. Trying to skip things, take shortcuts, I'm hearing like gimmicks, schemes, like things that you just felt like you were going to be able to what's it called, that we're just gonna help you get pregnant quickly. And what I feel here is like there was really no ground, right? The Knight of Wands and the Emperor energy both carry a similar vibe. They're both fiery, right? They both are very passionate, but the Emperor is very stable. The Emperor is a leader. The Emperor has like his ground, right? Like he's sitting on this concrete or this cemented throne. Therefore, he's very like grounded, okay, in his approach. And he understands like I don't want to say he understands, but if there's something that he can't like get through or get to, like he moves forward in a different way. Maybe he calls on somebody, right? Eight of Wands energy, communication, right? Like maybe he's calling on someone to ask for help, or he's like looking forward to receiving some support from somebody. And I feel like that's what you're moving towards. I feel like, maybe you were trying to do things all on your own. Okay, this is definitely giving like on my own energy. And the Emperor energy with the Eight of Wands is giving, yes, I'm the leader, I'm the captain of this ship, right? But at the same time, I know that if I really want to get somewhere, I'm gonna need a team. Okay, so for pile number 3, I feel like you're moving away from the lone ranger to like building a team. Okay, structuring a team of people to help you, support you, and help you through different phases of your journey to baby. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, there's like bottom of the deck here, we have the Seven of Cups, which is letting me know like there's this energy of options as well. Okay, and what is beneath that? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so there, I feel like for some of you guys, like what you're choosing to move towards is like maybe even medical intervention, or there's something that may be a bit pricey. With the Ten of Pentacles energy, there may be a bit of an investment, financial investment, in order for you to move forward. Or like there's some sort of investment, like even the Ten of Pentacles could be like you have to take certain medication or you have to take certain supplements, for a certain period of time. So there may be like an investment in that way as well. But I definitely feel like there's some investing in the physical here. To help you along your journey, to help support you along your journey to baby. Okay, and that's what you're moving towards here. Some of you guys were in a maybe you were like trying to conceive, what is it called, single by choice. Okay, I think that's what I think it's single mother by choice, or is it single mother? Child, forgive me. I think it's single by choice. Please correct me in the comments, guys, if I am not saying the phrase correctly. But I feel like some of you guys may actually be partnering with somebody, okay? Like there may be some communication. I just heard like reconciliation, or like what is it, spirit? I just heard it. I'm going blank. What is it? What was it? Okay, let me stop trying to think about it and just like continue with the channeling, because I'm like trying to go back into my logical mind. But basically, you guys coming back together. Okay, so like there was separation and you guys are reconciliation is what I keep wanting to say, so I'm just gonna say it. Reconciling. Is that the word? And you guys are coming back together for some of you guys. Okay. Or you're getting together with somebody. This feels like non-communication, and then like all of a sudden like you're in communication with them again. Okay, and that's what it feels like here. Some of you guys manifested this person into your life, and this is a father. This is going to be the father of your child. Okay, or you're coming into union with somebody, either a reunion or to union with someone, and this is going to be the father of your child, okay, in December. So let's see if there's a chance for conception for you guys. Let's see what we have here coming through. So 2 cards came out for you. So the first one is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, it says self-sufficient, independent, positive outcomes, soon to be, our early pregnancy. That's exactly what I was feeling with the oh my gosh, and you have the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfilled, 9 beautiful months of pregnancy. Use the law of attraction to manifest your pregnancy and everything you want it to be. All is possible. You have the magic to make your dreams come true. Feeling content with your desires and goals, possible pregnancy, happiness, and prosperity is coming. So with these 2 cards right here, I don't need to pull a third. Okay, I am seeing definite pregnancy or possible pregnancy. Of course, this is collective, but there is a high chance of you guys getting your BFP in the month of December. Okay, and it's so interesting because I don't feel like the other 2 piles, there was like a lot that you guys were, or that they were like moving away from and stepping into, and for you guys it's not that much. It's like of course redirection, like you're redirecting like the way that you're doing things is what it feels like here. And that's what's leading you to conception. Okay, so there's like a redirection in your course, there's like a reconciliation between people. Okay, for some you're no longer in this independent energy. You're coming, and look at how he's looking to the side. It's like he's looking over here at her like, I wonder what she's doing over there. So there could be like some communication, maybe even a quickie with the Eight of Wands. It could be like very quick energy. So maybe you guys like have a meetup, and so if you're not trying to conceive and you're watching this pile, just be cautious, okay? But if you are, then I see that there are some positive things that could be happening for you, okay? It says a period of fertility, success, and abundance. Your investments have paid off. Like I said, some of you guys may be investing a bit into your journey. It says you're starting to see positive results. Appreciate the present moment. Take time to reconnect with your highest and most authentic self. Okay, so this is what I have for you, pile number 3. A very short reading for you, but I love it because we got straight to the point. Spirit was not playing with you, and I feel like that is what's happening. I feel like there's a lot of baggage that just does not align with your journey to baby as anymore. For some of you guys, like you never had it, but for some, I do feel like there was like a heaviness here, and it just doesn't align anymore. So you're moving away from it. Like I said, moving in a new direction. Okay, so some of you guys could actually be moving. Also, traveling, maybe you're traveling, that can be the reconnection too. Maybe you're going to see your partner in December. Maybe you guys have been in separation and you're coming back together through like travel or maybe a break. Maybe you guys are taking a winter break, or your partner has like a break in his career. I just heard military, so he could be in the military, okay, and he's like has some time off or something like that, coming home. I don't know, it just feels like there's like travel or relocation that's also involved in this too. New energy surrounding you, right? A new like sense of like just hotness. Passion and hotness is what I feel from this pile. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave it at for you. I'm sending you so much love, light, and of course baby dust, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.